Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where I take a look at someone else's mock draft and I'm mocking, giving you my views, thoughts, opinions, and perspective. And today we're looking at PFF's own Trevor Sikkema. If you ain't familiar with the dude, I'll leave his Twitter as well as a link to the article. Very talented writer there at PFF. But we're going to look at his mock draft. What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know so, go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you appreciate the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. We got 25% off on everything in the merch shop. Use promo code ALLBRO25 in all caps. Gets you that 25% off. Let's go and take a look. Look at that. Take a good look at that because that's the thumbnail. And then I think I do need to move my screen a little this way. Actually, we're going to make this bigger too. There we go. That should be good. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. Where do you got, or what do you got? He's got Jaguars going A and Hutchinson. That's really no surprise. Probably, I mean, the new head coach, or they're going to have a new head coach. Yeah, take best player available. They already have their quarterback. Makes all the sense in the world. Not that there's a quarterback you're taking at one just yet. And then Kayvon Thibodeau, KT, Detroit, then goes with the next best available player. Really, Thibodeau, Hutchinson, they're the coin toss here. But let's continue to take a look because those are probably going to be, for a lot of people, they're 1 and 2. Houston Texans go Derek Stanley. I like this. I literally, in my 3-round mock, I was considering taking corner for the Texans over Evan Neal. And I think you can make a case, dude, if everything checks out well with Stanley and the ankle. And just, you know how he's going to test athletically. He's going to be a freak. He's got the length. He's got the ideal shutdown corner potential. If you feel good about Tyus Howard and Laramie Tunsil moving forward, then yeah, go Derek Stanley. They need desperate help at the cornerback position. All right, this means the Jets probably take Evan Neal. Yes, they do. Kind of a no-brainer. Typical Joe Douglas pick. So that would be pretty dope. The Giants, they go with the next offensive tackle on the board being Icky. I like Ikem Ekwonu a whole ton. He's probably one of my favorite prospects, especially like after how he's played and as a pass protector this year. It's just been impressive. And then here's interesting, David Jabo going to the Giants, man. He's long, he's athletic, man. Pairing him up with Disease would be wild, dude. That's a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed they're gonna have. So interesting. This is interesting because a lot of people have been going like Karlaftis, but yeah, I've been saying a Jabo could reasonably be a pick here. I want to say Kingsley Naguari. Y'all know how I feel about him. I don't know if he's top 10 at this point, but I mean, I think you can make a case though for it. But no, I like this. This is already kind of a different mock than we're accustomed to seeing, you know, with the Texans going Stanley. All right, Charles Cross going to the Panthers. Again, the quarterback class. Depends on how you feel about this quarterback class. If you don't like it, man, yeah, they need left tackle. They need it desperately. Brady Christensen, is he the future left tackle? I don't know. I have some reservations about that. But Charles Cross is a top 10 guy in this class. So, yep. This is the Jets' next pick, right? Maybe? Yep. Drake London. Freaking A, dude. This is wild. This is a freaking wild mock. This is high for me. I think Drake. I know a lot of people are really high on Drake London, though. Let's be honest. A lot of people are really high on Drake London, and I love the guy a lot too. The dude's is probably easily the best contested catch target in this class. 19 to 28 on contested catches. Very sure hands. What is he? 6'3", 6'5", 210, something like that. Dude, it probably would have led college football in forced missed tackles for a receiver before he got hurt. I think he's still like tied for like 7th or 8th. But yeah, he had like 22. The dude was great after the catch, which I think that's more than you could say what you have in Corey Davis. So this is interesting. I was saying this in my last mock the mock. Wide receiver is an interesting thought for the Jets. I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. It's just I'm surprised he's the first one off the board. And then the Atlanta Falcons, right? Yeah, they go George Karlaftis. Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Probably their most dire need. The Eagles, as we see, they go Kyle Hamilton. There's a chance Kyle Hamilton can fall just because the safety position is not that valued. But dude's, I think, a top 10 prospect, so I don't think he falls outside of the top 10, guaranteed. Maybe I shouldn't say guaranteed. Andrew Booth going to the Vikings. Patrick Peterson, free agent. Bashard Breeland, released. What is it? Is it Mackenzie Alexander, released? Or not released, but free agent after the year. They're really left with like Chris Boyd, Cameron Dantzler. So yeah, grabbing more talent at the core position makes a whole ton of sense. Whole ton of it. Yeah, honestly, defense is probably the pick here for the Vikings. That's, I think, probably the most glaring need. Whether it's edge, whether it's corner. Kenny Pickett's first quarterback off the board. Washington will be looking for a quarterback, I think, in this draft, potentially. So, yeah, they grabbed Kenny Pickett. He's a top guy for a lot of people. I get it. He's probably the most ready to start quarterback in this class. For me, I have my reservations is, can he be a top 10 or can he be elite? I'm pretty confident he could be a top 10, 12 quarterback in the league. And as long as you surround those guys with immense talent, man, they can take you. They can take you to the promised land. Like, I think the perfect, like I was talking like, oh, maybe he's like his seal, like, I don't want to cap a guy out because he could be a lot greater than you expect him to. But like right now, I'm like thinking of him like a Derek Carr and a Kirk Cousins type of ceiling. Treylon Burks to the Raiders, man. I did this in my mock last week. I like this, man. It's just a different type of animal than what the Raiders have had. Like, again, you're hearing the DK comps, man. The DK, Charles Claypool, AJ Brown type comps. You don't want to pass on those guys, man. Burks has a chance of being like that. Dude's going to be, has a chance to test out like a freak. Tyler Linderbaum going to the Eagles. I know some Eagles fans like this. They like the idea of just strengthening the line with Jason Kelsey up there in years. Keeping Landon Dickerson at guard, I guess, is more viable than moving him to center for some people. But Linderbaum's great, man. He's great. So they go Linderbaum. They go, what was it? It was Hamilton. So, yeah, actually two of my top 7 prospects. They're able to get them in the top 14. Solid. Then what else we got going on? Okay, Matt Corral, next quarterback off the board. Denver Broncos. Yeah, Broncos need a quarterback. What more is there to say? We got the Pittsburgh Steelers also going quarterback. I like this, Sam Howell. I feel like he's very underrated at this point in this class. Like, I don't know why, man, people are just off the hype train. Well, because his team did perform that well this year. But we see Garrett Wilson going to the Browns. Yeah, give Baker a fighting chance to prove that he's your franchise quarterback. Let's keep it going with, oh, man, Darion Kennard. Sikkema must be a lot higher on him than I am. I would take Kenyon Green at this point. But to be fair, Kennard is actually a really good scheme fit in terms of the blocking scheme there for Baltimore. I don't know. He might be able to get by being a tackle for the in the Ravens blocking scheme though. So that's interesting. I don't mind it. I don't like it at 18 though. Jameson Williams. This feels like this might be a bit low for him, man. I don't know. We'll see how he does against Sauce. Maybe he does fall a little bit, but hey, man, this is ideal for the Saints. They need a burner. They need a playmaker, a receiver. Roger McCreary going to the Buffalo Bills to pair up with Tre'Davious White. Solid. I don't love this pick for the Dolphins. Like, yeah, I don't like the idea of getting younger on the offensive line. Bernhard Raymond could very well like end up being a first round guy after the Senior Bowl and how he tests out. But the guy is so new to the tackle position. I don't want that inexperience and youth. I don't want these guys that come in and we're like, yes, there's going to be some work to develop. Like, it just gives me flashes of Austin. Is it Austin Jackson, the USC corner tackle that we drafted that looks like it's going to probably be a total bust. Like, I'd rather bring in vets that I can be average to above average because honestly, you just want that offensive line play to creep towards average instead of being bottom of the league or among the bottom of the league. So I don't love this pick. I'm not going to lie. Let's look at the Chargers. Jordan Davis, run defense. It's a thing. They need it, especially if you're going to sell out to stop the pass all the time. Devin Lloyd going to the Eagles. I know Eagles, they don't go linebacker, but you got 3 picks. You got to imagine they're going to spread the love around. So they get, for some people, maybe the top linebacker in this class. I think it's close between him and Nakobe Adane. But man, Devin Lloyd's dope. And he's, I think, probably a better fit scheme-wise. Let's take a look. George Pickens to the Lions. Dang, dude. Is Olave off the board yet? But let's be honest, man. Pickens would be in this first round talk, man. Like, if he wasn't hurt. He came back and played a few snaps in the SEC championship game. And you know what? Immediately came out and looked great, dude. Had that big catch downfield. I think he'll test out pretty well. So, depending on how he does in the playoffs, man, just looking at seeing him come back healthy will be great. So, this is actually, I think, a solid pick for Detroit. You just got to wonder, can you maybe make that pick in the first part of the second round? Sauce going to the Bengals. It's a great fit. They get to keep the Cincinnati cat. I don't know if Sauce goes this far down, but I mean, again, this corner class, a lot of people are going to have the rankings very, very different. Here's Chris Olave to the Titans. I like this a lot. I think they need a true burner, some guy that can really separate down the field. And even better, man, like this guy, Olave, is a wonderful route runner. And I think over the last 2 or 3 seasons, he's had a step or more of separation on about 80% of his targets. So solid. But yeah, this is exactly I think the type of receiver that the Titans need. We know that receiver room got hurt. Released the Stars got hurt, and they released Josh Reynolds, and it got real bad real quick. Drake Jackson going to the Cardinals. They get a guy to maybe potentially replace Chandler Jones. He's a bit different in terms of, I think, Jackson's a much more athletic, maybe a more explosive type of edge rusher compared to like Chandler Jones, who wins with like a lot of technique, a lot of moves, and a lot of power. So he is a little bit different. Maybe this is more of the Hassan Reddick replacement, because I mean, you gotta admit, man, the pass rush outside of Chandler Jones, man, there ain't much happening. Devontae Wyatt's an interesting pick here. Dude, having him play next to Vita Vea would be awesome. This guy's got great get off, probably replacement for Sue eventually. So I don't mind this. This is the earliest I've seen him go, dude. Showing respect. I like that. Max Mitchell is a bit of a surprise. So now we're kind of showcasing guys that I think will probably be day 2. But this guy has a lot of snaps under his belt. I do kind of worry about not necessarily his anchor, but his upper body strength. He gets bent back. Sometimes doesn't necessarily use like his hands in unison. So even worse, he'll get bent back, off balanced. So there is that, but like again, this is kind of nitpicking in this class. Like this guy's a wonderful prospect, great movement skills. Like I would say he's more smooth than actually like have elite athleticism for the position. The guy's just a very smooth athlete. but he's performed exceptionally well. I don't think he's a first rounder, but you know what? This is a Patriots pick, and this might be a Patriots type of pick. Nakobe Dean to the Dallas Cowboys. I like that. Like you could use Micah Parsons in a variety of different ways, but getting a guy there in the middle, in Nakobe Dean, who's going to be wonderful in coverage and could come in and be a good blitzer, very active against the run game, a guy that'll just constantly blow things up in the backfield. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it one bit. 31, you are going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Get Jawan Brisker. Listen, Daniel Sorensen replacement is necessary. Maybe I'm going Kingsley and Agbar because I think the pass rush might be a bit more dire. But I do know that they like their 3 safety sets, so maybe they prioritize a safety over actual edge help. And then Jahan Dotson, man, I feel like this is very similar to Mari Rogers, who they just drafted out of Clemson. But to be fair, that guy's slot only. Dotson's a guy that can win on the outside despite 5'11", 184. The guy's very competitive at the catch point, so I don't mind Packers going with receiver here. I think he's a guy that could definitely win. Dude's a separator. This was a very interesting mock. I can appreciate mocks like this that kind of flip the script, There were a few things. Obviously, Max Mitchell. I don't see him going. I like that he's including and showing off guys that probably won't go in the first round, but guys just names we should get familiar with, like Max Mitchell, Devontae Wyatt. I like the Chris Olave fit. Obviously, the Sauce fit, but I just don't think he's there. Pickens is fun seeing in the first round. Let's see. I think I hate the Dolphins pick the most, just because I'm a Dolphins fan. Let's see. Kennard, I don't think was great because I like Kenny Green better. But yeah, I think I feel like I feel like for the most part this is pretty solid. Yeah, I actually kind of like this. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it for the video. Go ahead and do that YouTube thing. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.